All right, we are back with Tish Talks, and it looks like right now we are live. Thank you so much for joining us. I am so excited to bring this to you guys tonight because right now I have the pleasure of talking to uh, just an amazing representative from an amazing program that I wanted to tell you all about. So, if you are looking to buy a home, yes, there is assistance available for you. And as always, I want to get that information out to you so you can go. Feel free to like, subscribe, and follow along with my channel. And also, if you need help with home ownership, feel free to reach out to tishgriffin.com. Now, I want to let you know that I have with me today Mr. Christopher Johnson, who is from Chenoa, the Chenoa Fund. And I have so many people that ask me about this. So that's exactly why I wanted to talk to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's so exciting.
Yes, I'm excited. The first thing that I need to know that I want everyone to know is what exactly is Chenoa? Because it's okay, it sounds like a funny name. We don't know what it is, haven't really heard of it. I know it's been around for years. I've used it for years for my clients, but I want everyone else to know what it is too. Can you just tell us a little bit about it?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Chenoa Fund, or Chenoa Fund, actually is it's actually a marketing name for our company. The actual name of our company, we are a mortgage company, correspondent lender. We'll talk more about that. But the actual name of our company is CBC Mortgage Agency. But the reason we have the marketing name of Chenoa Fund is we're actually owned by a Native American Indian tribe out of southern Utah. And Chenoa is actually means peace. So we are trying to bring obviously peace into people's lives, helping them own a home. But so Chenoa Fund is a nationwide because we're owned by a Native American Indian tribe. It allows us to not have some of the boundaries and borderlands of like other state housing programs or other down payment assistance providers in the United States because they're bound more by their county or their city or their state. But because we're owned by Native American Indian tribe, we're actually able to do business in every state.
Wait, can you
So
say that again? What is can you say that again?
we can do business in every state. So not just Chicago, not just Illinois, but we can do it in every state. We do not do business in New York, just and that's actually there's a little bit of story behind that. Don't need to go into it right now, but we do it in every state except for New York. So 49 states, Hawaii, Alaska, whatever, all the other states in the continental U.S. and everybody who needs help with the down payment assistance, we can actually help because we don't have. And I know you're going to ask some other questions about that, Corp, but we don't have income limits. We don't have a lot of different things that maybe other programs have that are going to limit. We want to be able to help anybody who's in need, whatever their need is, get a home. So obviously a lot of our we are helping, probably over 50% of our business is helping underserved, under minorities of America. So that's obviously a big push. We do a lot in that area. We work with a lot of those communities. We work with a lot of organizations that do those kind of things to help promote homeownership, help build generation wealth through home ownership. So we do a lot in there. But so the real answer to your question is Chenoa Fund is just a marquee name, and we are a nationwide down payment assistance provider, helping people buy homes by giving them their down payment. So we do only use our program with FHA loans, and FHA does require a borrower get in a home with 3.5% down. So we're going to give them that 3.5% in different forms, either a repayable or a forgivable second mortgage to give them that money so they can get in without any money out of their pocket.
Wow. I just resonated with everything you just said there. We've got available in 49 states. Of course, Brighton Bank, we can do business in all states. So that really goes well with what we're trying to promote home ownership as well. And you said no income limits. We're going to touch on some of these things in a little bit, but that was amazing. No income limits. I heard that. Also, you said that we, if you don't know, if you are looking to do an FHA loan, means that the government is involved with it. This is an FHA loan. It's not private. It's not Fannie. It's not Freddie. It's not conventional at all. It's just FHA loans. You give help by giving the down payment, which has to be at least 3.5%. Correct?
Correct.
Correct. That's
Excellent.
that's amazing. So my next question to you is, if I am looking to buy an investment property, okay, can I use
Yes.
Chenoa?
So unfortunately for an investment property, you cannot, but my suggestion would be in this case is that because it's an FHA loan, you can buy the house as your primary residence, live in it for a period of time, and use our funds to get in there, keep your funds, because we not only do we give that 3.5%, but we also don't have any requirements about how much money you have in reserves. In fact, we love for families who are, especially for some home buyers, to have reserves, because that way we know if something happens, like, things happen, life events happen all the time. We have, well, you could have deaths or stuff like that, but more importantly, you have heaters and air conditioners and water heaters that break in our homes and they have to be replaced. And if you have no reserves, then sometimes you have to choose: do I have make my mortgage payment, or do I fix the AC when it's 100 degrees outside? So we love people to keep money in the bank. And if you're trying to save up to be able to buy other investments, this would be, an opportunity to save your money, keep it in the bank. Let us help you with that down payment. Buy this home as a primary residence, live there for a couple of years until you can then go, turn that property maybe into an investment property and buy another home. And you could go buy another home even using our program. You just have to buy it as a primary residence.
Nice. So primary residence, meaning not investment, meaning
Yeah.
you have to live in the property. Like you said, even if it's just for a period of time. So again,
Correct.
this is to help people become homeowners. And when you think about it, down payment assistance, it's for your primary residence. It's not for investments or anything like that. One of the
Correct.
things that I noticed also that you said it's for primary residence, and with this Chenoa Fund, it's you said something about two options. So it doesn't. This isn't like free money. You're giving away free money, right?
Well, no, it's money's never free. There's always going to be a cost to all money. So that's always important. But we do have two options. Yes, we do have where you can either get repay. So always with us, there's going to be that FHA loan, which is that 96 and a half, which we talked about. Then there's always going to be a second mortgage with us. That second mortgage may be a true traditional second mortgage, like somebody might think of, like back in, 10 years ago, we did a lot of what we call 80-20 loans, right? Where you got 80% first mortgage and then you got a 20% second mortgage. This could be a true second mortgage where you have a 3.5%. And actually, we have a 5% option as well, a 3.5 or a 5% second mortgage. If you do the 3.5, that covers that full down payment. That now here's the surprising part. We also do the 5, which is 3.5 for the down and 1.5 towards their closing costs.
Okay,
So
so three and a half and a little bit more, right?
yeah. So that's the repayable. And then the second option is there's also a forgivable option. And everybody then says, oh, there's a repayable or there's a forgivable. I'm always going to do the forgivable. I want free money because that is a free money. It is a 0%, zero payment, amortized over 30 years. It is a lien against the property, and we will forgive that loan after a period of time, either 3 years or 10 years, depending on the 3.5 or the 5. It's never free money. You're going to pay for it some ways. You may pay for it in higher rate, or you may pay for it in you might have it may increase your closing costs. So then, if you're that increase your closing costs, then that means you might need to get a little more help from the seller or the lender or whatever. However that gets worked out, but it's definitely it's a possibility, but it's there it does come with a cost, and it does
Right.
you have to work the numbers.
Yeah, I just want
So
everybody to be aware that it's not like you're giving away money here. There is requirements, of course, paperwork that you do have to sign saying that you received this money and you're putting it to the use that it's intended for, which is for you to buy a home. Like you're not going to run out and buy new appliances with this money. It's just for the down payment and closing costs. Now, the other money that you save, because you've got this, do whatever you want with it, right?
exactly. Just don't do it while you're in the middle of the transaction. Wait till you're done.
Exactly. Please don't.
Never do that.
All right. My last question I think that I have for you would be, do I need to take some sort of screening or education course or, you know, give you anything?
Correct. Yeah. So obviously, with anybody buying a home or anybody doing anything, especially if it's your first time, the more education you can get about what you're doing is always encouraged. But as a company, our only requirement is for borrowers. It's really FICO score driven, and so if your credit score is less than 640, any borrower that is getting a home with us, we do require they take a home buyer education class.
Yeah.
So, but it's nothing to be fearful of. In fact, we have a class that we will actually pay for you to take. And it's with a actually you meet with somebody one on one, similar to what we're doing here on this call, and the call lasts maybe an hour long. And during that call, they go over their budget. So it's for us, it's something we really uh, strive to have borrowers take because we like the fact that you've sat down with someone, you've actually written out your line item where you're spending all your money, and when you get done, you can say, "Oh yeah, I do have enough money." You visually can see I have enough money to make my house payment, my car payment, my cell phone bill, my electric bill, all these other bills I'm going to have. I have enough money to do that,
Yeah.
and sometimes we don't slow down enough to do that kind of stuff. So
Mhm.
that's why we like that class. So, but if your credit score is above, so if it's below 620, we do require they take that class. It's mandatory. If they're 620 to 639, there's a lot of other, how to prove classes, frameworks. There's a whole slew of
Yeah.
classes you can take, but they do need to take a home buyer education class. But
I'm
all
glad.
borrowers under 640 can take that class for free, and
See?
we
That's
recommend.
awesome. Awesome. Okay. So, and you start working with scores of about 600 needing down
Correct.
payment assistance, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, if you've got any other questions about this, feel free to reach out. We're here to help you. We can give you more information about this great program because our goal is for you to buy a home. We want to promote home ownership. That's why this is so important to us. I mean, Christopher, do you have anything else that you wanted to add or
Um,
thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's other, requirements you want to get with your lenders, and we offer this in every state, but unfortunately, lenders who do business with us have to be approved with us, like Brighton Bank. So Brighton Bank's ready to go, and they can do business with us. So that's your first point of contact. But the companies who do business, they do have to be approved with us, and so it's not just every lender out there can offer this program. So you do need to get with approved lenders. And obviously, in this case, I definitely highly promote and recommend Brighton Bank. We've actually worked with a lot of the employees there for a long, long time. Several of them come from other banks that were doing business with us, like Tish here. And so I would just go right to her. She's the source. She has definitely got the tools to be able to help you and help if your other realtors help you with your borrowers. So
Thank you.
uh,
Thank
absolutely.
you. Really appreciate you joining us tonight and giving us all this information. We hope to get some buyers over to you guys pretty soon and keep this thing moving. All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you all. Please, the number one goal in America is to own a home. So let us help you and let
Yes.
you. Yeah.
Have a great night. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. We will be back soon with some more information on the programs. If you've got any questions, anything that you've got questions on, we can do a show about it. So just feel free to reach out. tishgriffin.com, tish at tishgriffin.com. Talk to you soon. Thanks.